listen carefully, because this is where most women confuse attention with love, especially when you're an older woman. He can say the right things. He can show interest. He can make you feel special in moments. But deep down, there's still a question in your mind. Is this real or is this temporary? And that question doesn't leave you, because sometimes he's consistent, sometimes he pulls back, sometimes he makes you feel chosen, and sometimes you feel like an option. And that emotional inconsistency, that's what keeps you thinking. Before we go deeper into this, pause for a second. Be honest with yourself. Are you currently talking to someone younger or around your age? And do you fully trust his intentions? Or are you still unsure? Drop it in the comments, because a lot of women don't realize this until they've already invested emotionally. They think it's growing into something real, but they're actually holding on to potential. And if you want more real, honest insights like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel now, because what you're about to hear will change how you see everything. Now listen carefully. When a man truly loves an older woman, his behavior becomes consistent in a way that cannot be faked, not for long. Because real love removes confusion. It doesn't create it. And this brings us to the first sign you need to understand. He respects your time. This might sound simple, but it's one of the clearest indicators of real intention. Because when a man is not serious, he wastes your time. He keeps things casual. He keeps things uncertain. He keeps things open-ended. He messages when he feels like it. He disappears without explanation. He shows up, then disappears again. Now compare that to a man who truly loves you. He doesn't play with your time. He plans. He shows up. He follows through. Because he understands something important. You are not someone waiting around. You have a life. You have priorities. You have standards. And when he respects you, he respects that. Now, understand this clearly. Respecting your time is not just about showing up once. It's about consistency, because consistency builds trust. And trust is what separates real love from temporary attention. Now listen to this next one carefully, because this is where most women start to notice the difference. He becomes emotionally consistent. This changes everything, because inconsistency creates anxiety, hot and cold behavior, mixed signals, unpredictable energy. That's what keeps you overthinking. But real love doesn't feel like that. It feels calm. Now understand this. When a man is serious about you, his energy doesn't fluctuate without reason. He doesn't disappear randomly. He doesn't change behavior overnight. He doesn't make you question where you stand, because his interest is stable, and stability creates security. Now compare that to emotional inconsistency. One day he's fully present. The next day he's distant. And you're left trying to figure out what changed. That's not love. That's confusion. And confusion is never a sign of real intention. Now here's where most women get it wrong. They think emotional ups and downs mean passion. They think intensity means connection. But real connection feels different. It feels steady. It feels clear. It doesn't leave you guessing. And when a man truly loves an older woman, he doesn't create chaos. He creates calm. Now listen carefully, because this is where everything becomes more visible. The next sign is this. He includes you in his real life. This is where intention becomes undeniable, because a man who is not serious keeps you separate. You exist in messages, late-night conversations, private moments, but not in his real world. Now compare that to a man who truly loves you. He doesn't hide you. He introduces you to his circle. He talks about you when you're not there. He includes you in plans that actually matter, because when a man is serious, you are not a secret. You are a part of his life. Now understand this. This is not about showing you off. It's about integration, because when he integrates you into his life, He's not thinking short term. He's building something. Now compare that to someone who avoids introductions, avoids plans, keeps everything surface level. That's not love. That's convenience. Now listen to this next sign, because this one goes deeper. He listens to understand, not just to respond. This is where emotional maturity shows, because most people don't really listen. They wait for their turn to speak. They respond without understanding. They miss what actually matters. But when a man truly loves you, he pays attention. He remembers details. He notices changes in your mood. He understands things you didn't fully explain. And that creates something powerful. You feel seen. Now understand this clearly. Being heard is common. Being understood is rare. And when a man gives you that, it shows depth, not surface attraction. Now compare that to shallow connection, talking, but not connecting, listening, but not feeling, engaging, but not understanding. Those moments don't stay, but emotional understanding, that creates attachment, because now it's not just about being with you, it's about knowing you. Now listen carefully. If you're starting to recognize these patterns, take a second and subscribe to the channel, because most people never learn this, and they keep repeating the same emotional cycles without realizing why. Now let's go deeper. The next sign is powerful and often overlooked. He protects the connection. Now understand this clearly. A man who truly loves you does not put the relationship at risk. He avoids situations that could damage it. He communicates when something feels off. He fixes problems instead of ignoring them, because he values what he has with you. Now compare that to someone who doesn't protect the connection. He creates distance. He ignores issues. He lets misunderstandings grow. That's not love. That's neglect. Now understand this. Protecting the connection is not about being perfect. It's about being intentional, because when something matters, you take care of it. And when a man truly loves an older woman, he doesn't take her lightly. He knows what he has, and he moves accordingly. Now listen carefully, because this is where everything becomes undeniable. Up to this point, you've seen the signs. You've understood the difference between attention and real love, between confusion and clarity. And here is the truth most women need to hear. When a man truly loves an older woman, he does not leave her guessing. He makes his intentions clear through his actions. And this brings us to the final sign, the one that ties everything together. He sees you in his future. This is where everything becomes real. Because a man who is not serious lives in the moment. He enjoys your presence. He enjoys your energy, but he doesn't build anything beyond that. No real plans, no long-term thinking, no direction. Now compare that to a man who truly loves you. He thinks ahead. He talks about future plans. He includes you in decisions. He sees you as part of his life, not just his present. Now understand this clearly. Future intention is not about big promises. It's about consistent direction. Because when a man is serious, his actions align with where he sees things going. Now compare that to empty words, talking about someday, making vague promises, but no real movement. That's not love. That's delay. And delay is one of the clearest signs of uncertainty. Now listen carefully. This is where most women get stuck. They hold on to potential. They believe in what could be, instead of seeing what actually is. But real love does not require imagination. It shows itself clearly, consistently, without confusion. Now this is the final shift. You stop asking, does he love me? And you start observing, how does he treat me consistently? Because love is not what he says. It's what he repeats, day after day, without needing to be reminded. Now listen, a man who truly loves an older woman does not try to control her. He respects her. He values her experience. He appreciates her stability. He feels grounded in her presence. And that grounding, that's what keeps him. Not excitement, not temporary attraction, but peace. Take a breath. Let go of confusion. Let go of overthinking. Because the right connection does not make you question your worth. It confirms it. You don't feel anxious. You feel secure. You don't feel uncertain. You feel chosen. And if this message resonates with you, subscribe to the channel, because understanding this will save you from emotional confusion most people stay stuck in for years. Now remember this. If you constantly have to question where you stand, if you're always overthinking his behavior, if you have to guess his intentions, you already have your answer, because real love does not hide, it does not confuse, it does not disappear, it shows up consistently, calmly, clearly. And once you experience that, you will never settle for anything less again, because you'll understand something powerful. You are not here to chase love. You are here to receive it. And the right man, he will never make you feel like you have to earn what should come naturally. He will give it freely, because he knows your value, without needing to lose you first.